What's going on, guys? Before I get into the bulk of this episode, if you do want to purchase a copy of Cricket Coach 2014, you can. I've got links down below in the description for both PC and Mac, and because you are a TC Gaming 16 viewer and subscriber, you get an exclusive 10% discount. Right, guys, into the video today. Made a few changes for this big quarterfinal against Bangladesh. Won the toss, selected to bowl first, which is kind of, I guess, a little bit out of my norm. Normally when it comes to these big elimination style matches, I do like to go and put pressure on the board with runs on the board. But I just think with the side we've got today, because I am really playing, I guess a long, not a long tail I would say, but we're playing a bit of an unusual looking lineup. We've got BJ Watling, the keeper, batting at 5. We've got two all-rounders at 6 and 7 in the form of Neesham and Kieran Noema-Barnett. And then the 4 frontline pace bowlers as well. So looking to kind of go and wrap this up, I guess, sooner rather than later. And just try and get off to a good start. Just to go and keep the players fresh and do all that. But a few other changes. Guptill comes back in. Ross Taylor comes back in. So we've got pretty much what I would say is a full strength side. I'm just trying to think if there's anyone else. Yeah, BJ Watling comes back in for Tom Latham, who played in that last game against, who did we play? The Irish, I think, and had a good win against them. So just hoping to go and carry on from that form. And hopefully with the, essentially we're playing 6 seamers today. So hopefully that's going to go and get the job done on a pitch that, you know, probably isn't the worst pitch to bat on, but there's still something in there for the bowlers. So this partnership here, this is the big partnership. Shakib Al Hassan and, is that the wicketkeeper? I'm not sure, but this needs to go to hand. Oh, Noema-Barnett, he's put it down. Mushfiqur Rahim. That's the wicketkeeper. I was trying to think of his name. Well, not think of his name because it was there in front of me, but just thinking of how to pronounce it. And I'm pretty sure I've gone and hit the nail on the head. So, as I said, this is probably the big partnership, and this is the one that we need to break probably sooner rather than later. So this is the game changer. And I mean, both Southee and Nuttall, when they've come on, they haven't really been effective. They've both been expensive and haven't gone and picked me up those wickets. They went and created a chance. Noema-Barnett put down Shakib off, I think, the bowling of Tim Southee. But we just need to go and just try and peg it back because these guys are getting away. They're getting away from it quite a lot, actually. So really need just to go and peg it back because not even my economical bowler, Noema-Barnett, is going and getting it done for me. Normally he's a guy who doesn't go for many runs, not a big wicket taker, but will be economical for you. And he's not really doing that today either. So really need a breakthrough, as I said, sooner rather than later because this partnership is going very, very nicely. It's up to about 80 runs now. It's actually just past 80. And we just really need to go and try and peg it back just a little bit. Because at the moment we are going to be chasing a score that is... Oh, how did it fall just short when he was running backwards? I don't understand that. We've got to bring back... We're bringing back the new fella. We're bringing back Fuller, who has been the opening bowler. And he opened against the Irish. And saying that, yes, it was the Irish side. He went and picked up some wickets, which was good. And he's really gone... he's picked up one here. So that is crucial for us. And hopefully he can go carry on doing that. And we just need something. We just need a bit of impetus. We just need someone to go and stand up and really go and attack, I guess, this middle and lower order of Bangladesh. Because we don't really want to be chasing a score too high and too excessive. We just want to go and try and make it through, I guess, to the next stage, you know, fairly unharmed, fairly untroubled. And against Bangladesh in English conditions, that probably suit us more than it suits the Bangladeshis because they are so used to obviously bowling their spin and playing on pitches that I guess assist the spinners. We really should be going and trying to put a bit of a hold on this game. So I think Fuller and Bracewell have both bowled out now. So Fuller 2 for 35, Bracewell 2 for 46. So both of them played very, very well. And now it's really up to Tim Southee, I guess, to take this innings home and try and get us... Oh, Timmy... See, that's why we don't doubt you, Timmy, because you come back and you're strong for us. That's what we need. We needed that. We need a strong finish. If we can keep them under 200 here, I'm going to be very happy with that. Who do we bring back? Nuttall's been expensive today. No, I'm going to bring in Neesham. Just because he's one of those guys, he always just seems to pick up wickets for me. He's just always there, always doing something, always just grabbing just grabbing at something. So hopefully Tim Southee, he was expensive early on. Hopefully he can come back and clean up this tail, which is, I guess, a feature of the New Zealand game, for me in this game anyway, is that when it comes to the tail ender, the tail end batsman, we are normally all over that. And as you can see, Tim Southee's gone and done that. I think he's actually ended up possibly with a fifer as well. So this should hopefully be a pretty comfortable chase for both these openers. It would be nice for Rutherford to go and get some runs under his belt, because he's been, I wouldn't say he's had a lean tournament, but he hasn't had the greatest of tournaments by any means. Saying that, we haven't really been asked to chase any big totals, and most of the time we have actually been bowling first as well. So that's why I guess the runs haven't really been free-flowing for anyone. But it would be nice if these two could go and just bat us through. Rutherford, why do you go and do that to me? Why do you do that? I was going to say it would be nice if these two could go and bat through, bat like 20 overs or something, and just go and continue to nudge it around. So it really is more, I mean, this game here, as Guptill's gone and got himself stumped. I mean, realistically, chasing 190 in a quarterfinal, there shouldn't be any pressure on you, and you should be able to chase it down fairly comfortably. I mean, you're going at less than 4 and over, and we know in the modern game that that's nothing. I mean, teams go at 6. You know, teams are scoring 300 all the time. People are talking about 400 being the new 300. So you should be able to get there quite comfortably. It would be nice for Ross Taylor to go and get some runs as well, because he's another one who, I wouldn't say has had a lean tournament, but he hasn't really been in the runs too much. He's been a guy who, I guess, now that he is getting on in his career, I'd probably say in this World Cup he has been not a rotation player. Like, he's been a player who's always going to be in the starting 11 for me, because he is such a good batsman. But he's been one of those guys that I've been looking a long time to go and try and find someone to replace him. And I have been struggling a little bit. I mean, like, Daryl Mitchell's had one very good score in one-day internationals, and he's just been a little bit inconsistent. So he's been in and out of the side normally at that number 4 position. I've tried Defsich there. I've tried George Worker there. So I've tried the works, and nothing really seems to just be clicking. So hopefully we can find that replacement sooner rather than later, because as I said, Ross Taylor is not going to be around forever. That, however, is his 47th one-day 50. So he has been a great servant for us. Well, I guess for New Zealand cricket in general and for me in this game. And he is going to go and hit the winning runs. My God, my words are all over the place today. But the winning runs, so 81 not out for Kane Williamson, 53 not out for Ross Taylor, and they get us home pretty comfortably with 6.5 overs left, which, we weren't going full out to go and try and pick up, what am I saying? We weren't going out there to try and blaze it and win in 20 overs, like the Brendan McCullum style. But we still got there pretty comfortably in the end. Maybe if we had done it in about 40 overs, it would have been a bit more comfortable. But Tim Southee picking up man of the match for that 5 for 27. As I said, I think he was about 1 for 22 off his first 4 overs or something. So he really came back at the death and really did help us out. So Williamson makes 81. And it's going to be interesting to see who we come up against next. So the West Indies have actually beaten England. So that's good for us, I would say. Because I would probably prefer to play the West Indies rather than England, and I'm just making sure that we are having enough time. We're not going to go over. South Africa beat India 125 from Hashim Amla, and Australia win by 6 runs against Pakistan. So wow, that's a close game. So that means we've got the West Indies next up, which I'm not too concerned about really, because the West Indies, I guess, are one of those sides. It really depends on how they turn up on the day, and I guess it really depends on the likes of Gale, Bravo, Pollard, if they go and get going. So hopefully we can go and pick them up early and they're not going to cause too much damage. But anyway, guys, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links to that can be found down below in the description. Also down below in the description, remember there is that code, that URL to get 10% off Cricket Coach 2014. So make sure you go and check that out. Hope you guys have had a good weekend. We're almost at the end of the weekend. Dutch domination later today. Carrying on with the Dutch side looking to go and get test status. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you later today.